or shall I derive it?
Yes, it's clear.
Uh, Because this x1 and x1 up to 29 will be 50 into 29. That will be the total value. Then let's move to the next question. So let's consider this zero code count equal to 0. And while pile and could you please mute yourself if you are not speaking? Am I audible or not? Can someone confirm?
So I'm unable to see your screen.
No, I haven't shared my screen.
Okay, sir. Then you're audible, sir.
Okay. Sorry. Uh, Sorry, I am facing some internet connectivity issue. Okay, let's look at this card. Sorry, let's look at this piece of code. Here, what it does is the while count, pile 1 has more cards, pick a card from X and pile 1, and you're gonna move the card to pile. And you're gonna increment the count whenever X dot gender equal F and average less than X equal to max.
It stored the number of girls who have scored above average in maths.
Yes, it will be less than, right? Oh, sorry,
So
my confusion. It's average of greater than who.
Yes, sir. It would store below average.
The answer will be this.
E option. Okay, D.
एवरेज से बड़ा है एक्स मैथ्स इसलिए
Okay, in the next question, what they were asking is the range for the grade A is 84 to 97, and which of the pseudocode is correctly represented here? So by looking at this option, you can say this is the correct one, right? If your x dot max greater than or equal to 84 and x dot max less than or equal to 97. And for this last one, the minimum mark is 50 and maximum is 99. And we decide to offer five grades A, B, C, D, E, and where A is highest, E is lowest. What would be the range of scores associated with D grade? So D grade will be, if you split this, 90 to 99 will be your A grade, 80 to 89 will be your B grade, and 17 to 79 will be C grade, 60 to 69 will be D grade, right? So this will be your D grade. So far, any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. Is my voice echoing to anyone?
No, sir. Let's proceed.
So this is as simple as that straight away from the lectures, right? High frequency words are short and low frequency words are long. And when you say the word is long, the word is long only if the letters count is 6 or more or above. And a word is short if it has more than 5 characters. Then let's solve this. High frequency and long. This is the count 20, and low frequency and long 20, and high frequency and short 60 and 80. These are the data that we have given to you. And here what they were asking is, what is the percentage of high frequency words, and confirm the hypothesis that high frequency words are short. So for this, what we need to do is, uh, high frequency words are short, it's nothing but, let's take the high frequency count alone, 20 plus 60, which is 80, right here. So here what they are asking, what is the high frequency of short? You can take 60 by 20 plus 60, which is 60 by 80, and which will be 75, 0.75. If you convert this into percentage, this will be 70. And next one, what is the percentage of low frequency words reject the hypothesis that low frequency or long? So you can count low frequency as total 20, right? 80 plus 20. So what is the low frequency word that are long? 2, which is nothing but 0.1. So this is the hypothesis which is gonna accept. This is the 0.1, which is nothing but 10%. If you want to reject, you can simply put 100 minus 10, which is 90%. This is the rejection hypothesis. The answer is 90. Okay, let's look at the next pseudocode one. Pile 1 has more card, and pick a card X from pile 1 and move X to pile 2. And this is nothing but it's summing all the letter counts, right? X dot letter counts. And it's incrementing the count as usual. And the average of I, it's sum plus count. There is nothing but an intermediate step. There's nothing but an intermediate step. And your final average will be average of sum by count. So what will be your average L value? Sorry, I value. It stores the average length of all words. No, average F stores the length of all words. It stores the average length of all words that has been moved to file 1, right? Once the card has been moved, the average has been computed. This is the intermediate value of average I. And finally, the next question is similar to that. So next question, which of the following expression concerning variables of average I and F is true? after the code has been executed. You have to note this. So once the code is executed, both will be equal, right? Because average is nothing but all the cards that has been moved to pile 2. Once the code has been executed, all the cards will be moved to pile 2. So average L will be nothing but that will be equal to your average. So what will be a final one? It is also very easy. So instead of two-way classification, they added one more way of classification on frequency and length. So, and there is also a medium there. Initially, the frequency is only two category, right? It is nothing but high, low. Similarly, length, long, short. Now they added in medium, medium here. So how many variables you need to maintain to keep track of the word?
Four.
Hello, anyone is there?
Yes, sir.
6.
So
Answer
it's
is
9.
6.
So
It's
it's
9,
9.
right?
Yes,
Can
sir.
someone confirm how it is 9? Okay, as Cherry said, it's nothing but you need to keep track of 3 into 3 variables, which is nothing but total of 9. So when you
Okay, sir.
combine it, the variable will be nothing but high, long. This is one will be variable, and a high, short, high, median. Similarly, for low, long, low, short, and low, median. Similarly, for median, long, median, short. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, let me erase this. Okay.
Sir, someone asking question in chat.
Okay, it's about the fourth one. Okay, let me go to this again. This one, right? What is the percentage of reject hypothesis? See, it's asking about reject. What we did is it's 20, and the low frequency words are long is nothing but confirm hypothesis. So this will be equal to 0.1. If I want a rejection, it's nothing but 100 minus 10, right? If I convert into percentage. So this will be 90. Is it clear now? Okay, let's move to the next one. Just straight away from the lectures. So to obtain a prize, what's the criteria? At least one of them should be a boy, and all three feature in the list of top three scorers in every subject. This is not the true. Each one of them should have come in top, at least one of the subject. This is true. Next question. We have a student who has topped both maths and physics. Will this student get a prize? This student will get a prize, right?
So she has a good chance of getting a prize.
Yes, sir. Because in chemistry, we don't know what is the marks.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. She has a good chance of getting a prize. Because we don't know about the chemistry mark, so she has a good chance of getting a prize. So now let's come to this one. Now they represent max 1, max 2, max 3, and the max 1 is 89, 78, 67. Let's assume we have to compare the new card first with max 1, then max 2, finally with max 3. So if the max mark card is 95, how many pairwise comparison you need to make to update all the variables? So if you want to update all the variables, for just comparing max 1 itself is enough, right? Because updating 95 will update this into 95, this into 89, this into 70. So just one comparison is enough. So once you update this, so this answer will be nothing but 95, 89, 79. This will be your answer. This will be 262. So in next, after making this update, another card comes up with 50 with the same max mark. So right now your max 1, max 2, max 3 is nothing but 95, 89, 78. If there is a 50 max mark, then you need to compare with all the three. Suppose if you are comparing with max 1, so it doesn't update anything. So you have to compare with max 2, and you have to compare with max 3. So you have to compare with all three. So this is just opposite. They have given in a reverse order. So this answer will be same as 262 once they update this. And now what they were doing is how many pairwise comparison again they are asking. But the max 3, max 2, max 1, this will be in this order. So the card is 95. So initially, what was the value of max 1, max 2, max 3? 89, 78, 67. This is 89, 78, 67. So if you update this, so he needs to compare up to max 1, right? Not only max 3 if you are going from this order. So again, it needs 3 comparison. This will be same as 262. This will be 1 comparison. Because 50 is the mark, you just need to compare with 1 and check. Finally, this one is what they were asking is student has scored maximum marks in physics, chemistry. Sorry, this is the maximum marks that present in scores data set. And student has scored 94 in all 3 subjects and top the class based on the total mark. Will she get a prize? That's the question.
Yes, sir.
I think she has a good chance.
So still she has a good chance of getting a prize, right?
Yes, sir, because there may be other classes also, and there might be people who have scored more than her.
Sir, I have a doubt. Uh, the student has scored top in total marks, and the student just have to come in top three of the subject marks. If we see the chemistry marks, the top is 95. So the top three score may be 95, 94, 93, and whatever it is, 94 will be in top three. So since the student has scored more of total marks, will she not be certainly getting the prize?
There might be a person who has scored 95 in all 3, right?
Sir, in
More
case
than that.
the person has scored 95 in all three subjects, that person would have got top the class in terms of total marks.
Hmm.
If 95, 95, 95 is a somebody has scored, then he or she should be topping in total. But this girl has topped in total marks. So if somebody has scored 95 in one subject, in another subject they are less than 94.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
You know why my voice started echoing again? Is my voice better now? Sorry for the interruption.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope it's not echoing. Some issue with my software, I guess. Yeah, that's fine, sorry. So, what's the condition to get a prize? At least top three prices. For top three prices, at least one of them should be a boy and one should be girl, and they should have topped in one of the subject, right? One of the
Yes.
subject or total. So here she topped based on the total marks. Either it could be top one, top two, top three, right? But to give a prize, these were the conditions. She is not a subject topper. So either one of the subject, but she is topped in one of the top three. But other conditions, there could be a person, at least there should be one person boy, and one person should be girl who could be a topper. She is also a girl, but we don't know. There could be other persons who have total greater than this, and other persons who have taught both on the subjects as well, right? So she has a good chance of getting it, but it's not certainly, you can't say.
But sir, she top in a total marks. How any other girls top in?
How?
How other girl top other than this girl?
See, what my assumption is like she could be topped the based on the total marks. So she could be topped in a three also, right?
Okay, sir.
But just check with the explanations, whatever given in the slide, the same one. It's nothing but it's straight away from the slide. You don't need to confuse much here. Okay, then let's go to the next activity. So now in this question, what is the return value that procedure returns? Max is nothing but it returns a integer value. And the logic used by procedure max to compute the maximum marks depends on the parameter that passed through to it. No, right? If you just pass max equal to some data set, it doesn't uh, passes any parameter to you, just calculate. So this is false. And next one is this one. The maximum total is equal to sum of maximum marks in all three subjects. Is it true?
No, sir.
False,
No,
right?
sir.
And next question, what they were doing is max clone, max of max clone dataset. So what they have done is, so this is nothing but it stores the maximum value of max mark. And if you just subtract with 100 minus max of clone, maximum mark, it will be the minimum marks, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's nothing but minimum marks in the clone data set. Sorry, in your original data set. So let's go to activity 3.6. So this one, what they were asking is calculate the sum of marks of all students in a data set. Now to calculate sum of the marks is nothing but sum of male plus female, right? So these both two options were correct. These are directly from the lectures, like whatever they were given. The code will be something like this. So if we pass something called z variable, so the answer will be 0, right? There is no such gender or variable is there, sorry, gender is there for z. So the answer will be 0. So for the next one, so by looking at this pseudocode, can someone say what will be the answer?
So option 2.
Option
2.
The 3 computes the average physics marks of all students.
Yes, option 3.
option 3, right?
Option 3, sir.
So this is nothing but average physics marks of all the students who belong to the gender, not the sum. At the end, you can see it's sum by count. If the gender matches equal to this gender variable, so it will be counted and the marks will be added. At the end, it's dividing, so the average marks. So next question is, so is the way of passing this arguments are correct or
First one is correct.
Yes, the first
Um,
one is correct.
second one is wrong, right? By looking at it, you can see. So this is correct, you can say, because here it's gender, this is the field. But in the second statement is just opposite. So second one is wrong. And it's not a true or false question. A procedure must always return a value. No, right?
No, sir.
So this is false. A procedure cannot have more than 3 arguments. It can have n number of arguments. If you say something called sum marks, this is not given in the problem. So you can sum A, B, C, D, E. So that it calculates the sum of return something like this: A plus B plus C plus D plus E. So this is not true. We can have more than 3 arguments also, 2 arguments also. So this is false. And by looking at this, you can say this is wrong statement, right? Sum of marks of all chemistry, it cannot be equal to 10. And let's go to 3.7. Again, this is this rice one. The first one is. So can someone solve this first one?
So option C.
Option
C.
3, right? Okay. If the student has topped the class in terms of total mark, which of the following is true? He may not have topped any of the subjects,
Yes, sir.
like this which we have seen already. Okay, then the second one and third one is almost similar. They just So consider the max of max mark and max of physics and max of chemistry minus max of total. So by looking at this expression, what you can say is
Sir, it is always greater than 0 or equal to 0. It is greater than or equal to 0.
it will be always greater than or equal to 0. Even if you assume every top mark is 100, so this can also be 300, or it will be lesser than that also, maximum of total mark, right? So it will be always greater than or equal to 0. And this is nothing but just given in opposite manner, minimum marks. So this will be nothing but less than or equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move to the next one. And so let's also end this. This is the last activity question, I guess. Okay. So if X subject is greater than max, third max equal to second max equal to subject. So what they were asking is, these are the values. If I pick the next card, what could be the smallest value that max mark on this card, so that this condition will be true. So if I pick 89, this condition will be true, right? 89 is greater than 88. So, and also this is the smallest value which I can pick after this.
Yes, sir.
And for the next one, so here what they were doing is, if X subject is greater than or second max. So for this, it's very easy. The X subject should be greater than the max. Sorry, less than the this one, max one, but it should be greater than the second max. So by looking at this, you can say X subject is greater than that and less than the
Third one,
max.
sir.
And next question, top 3 mark subject, we are just returning the third max. Which of the following gives the correct reason behind this decision? We'll be using the procedure to find out who has got the third highest mark in a given subject. So it is sufficient if we just return the value, right? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So this is clear, right? So this will be your answer. So next, the question is asking what this procedure will return. Subject topic, card, this is mathematics, this is physics, math, and so on. So what they were asking is what this procedure will be written. So this will return a Boolean value. It is nothing but the same function given in your lectures, and it is there in your slides also. And let's go to the next one. So what it will return if you call the subject topper x 000 100 050 70. What it will return?
True, sir. True, true, true.
True, 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 right?
Yes, sir.
So this will be the one. And last question, an extreme improbable event that all students have scored 100 in all subjects. How do we distribute these prizes? We should not be able to distribute prizes to anyone, right? Because all of them have scored 100 and all of them will have a total of 3 marks. All of them are toppers. We cannot give specifically to 3 students.
Sir, can you explain the question number 5 again?
Question number 5. It's straight away from the lectures. Right? For some arbitrary card, we execute the following statement: subject topper, subject topper, subject topper. What would be the return value? Read from top to bottom. So maybe if I show you the lecture slide, then it will be. I'll come
Okay,
later. I'll show the lecture slide and we'll explain. It's very straightforward.
yes.
So this, let's go to this one. And now there is also because most of the activity questions are directly straightforward from lecture slides. So this is also from the lecture slides only. So what they were saying is side effects always harm the goal of the end of the program. That's not true, really. Right? And what is the point adding deck as an argument in the procedure? Some cards, this gender, field, deck. So this is because
The flexibility. It gives us flexibility of work.
this is a flexibility that we can work with different decks instead of one deck, right? So that here I can pass scores with 30 cards. Again, I can pass another data set called score 2 with another 30 cards. So this gives you the option to work with different data set or different decks. So in next, so this is the third one. So they have given two procedures, procedure 1, procedure 2 with A and B as arguments, and they accept both as a integer and returns the same value. And they are functionally identical. They both procedure produce identical side effects. The question, the answer from looking at these options, so you can say both have a same interface, but they could have different implementation. This is nothing but we don't know what has written inside this procedure, right? This is AB, and we don't know what it is being written in this procedure. We don't know whether if it checks A greater than B or B greater than A equal to B. In procedure 2 also it might vary. So that's why it's the correct option is it has same interface but could have different implementations. So for this, in 3.8, the question was about subject property. We'll open the lecture slides. Weekly. So we have here, not here. That's not change. Can someone say, is it on which slide? I just forget where it was. Do anyone remember? Is it in which slide?
No, sir.
So, okay, there it is. So the function itself says, so if any math mark is greater than this, which we are passing, max mark, physics mark, chemistry mark, if any one of the condition is true, so it will return true. If you go and check here, 3.8. So in some, not in some, in all three, there exists some zero value you can see here. Okay. Because the card which you are looking, definitely the marks are gonna be greater than zero. And here it's greater than zero, and here it's greater than zero, any value that could. So one of the condition is satisfying, this or this or this. Here it is this. So all three values will be true. Is it clear now?
Sir, I also have doubt in question 3.
Which question?
3.
Third question. Same exercise.
Yes, sir. 3.8, question number 3.
Okay. So what's the doubt here?
Sir, I think second one is true.
Why you are saying second one is true? So for this procedure, who has got third highest mark in a given subject? This is what we are using, right? But the second option, what it says is, we have to find out whether the given student has come within top 3 scores or not.
Yes, sir. That's why.
Okay, let's look at the code 1 second. This function, right? Subject of. Where is the return function here? Is of 3 marks. Okay. If subject proper, X match with chemistry. And if it is greater than or max total value, we are just redoing it. If the subject proper or not, third match, second match. And maybe second, just changing it. Finally, for third match, we are checking. Finally, if any one of the thing is true, let's determine. Okay. Yeah, you are right. Um, yeah, this should be the answer. Thank you. Thank you for it. Any other doubts?
No, sir. Sir, can we leave?
Sorry.
Can we leave the meeting?
Yeah, sure. We can wrap the session then. If you guys don't have any.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.